drop in and say real quick about some power banks and some chargers and also a radio. This is a hand crank radio, so we're going to cover that as well. The first thing I actually want to talk about is this battery pack phone charger. It is actually a Mizo power bank. The great thing about this is that it actually has two options of chargers. So you can use an iPhone on this, or you can use a computer input as well. So you would charge this. Here has a USB port, so you can also charge other things along with it. But you can have these connected to two different items at the same time as well. If you want to put electricity through it and run it through AC, you can do that as well. So this is a great little product to have on hand. Everybody knows, maybe some people know, most people know that you need a phone charger. Definitely, if you don't, that's going to be the first thing that goes out. Now, there might not be any towers or anything like that as well, but this would also work on your iPad or whatever, so you can play games or whatever you want to do during that power outage. Again, MIISSO power bank. This is a must-to-have. You don't have to get this particular brand. I think I saw one at Walmart today for like 20 bucks, but it didn't have these little pullouts, which is kind of nice to have these little additional cords to it. Sometimes getting them back together is a little bit of a booger. The other thing I want to talk about is batteries. These are all rechargeable batteries. I have them in AA, AAA, C, and D. You want to have all different sizes, but you want to try to get all your products to be the same size battery. You want them to try to everything run on a AA if you can, because you don't want to have to be, trying to figure out which battery takes what. Generally, flashlights, if they're a bigger size, take a C or a D. This little one we're going to talk about in a minute has AAAs in it, so that's always an option as well. This is a Power Owl. It's a universal charger. It's for batteries, so I have the AA's in here right now, I believe. You can put AAA, AA, C, or D in this. It's really great. It does need AC. It doesn't have a solar charger, so that's the only downfall of this one. Although if you have power, if you have a generator, or however you have your solar panel set up so you can have electricity in your house, you can go ahead and charge these, and they would be pretty quick option. So that's the Power Owl, and I'm going to have all these linked in the description below. These, I really love these. Let me find the box to it. These are power banks. I have 3 of them just in case the family gets separated. We're going to need to use one, keep one in a car. These are solar panels. You can leave them outside. Just understand that solar power is not going to be quite as strong or as quick to charge as AC. But this does a great job. It comes with a cord, and you can plug it in to charge it, or you can leave it in the sun to charge it. So on a nice day, fortunately we live in Florida and we have nice days and we have sun almost year round. So we want to harvest as many things with solar power as possible here in Florida. These are a great little tool, just a power bank. They're also sold on Amazon. These are just things I have in my house. These, don't laugh, don't judge me. These are your yard lights. I just got these at the Dollar Tree. They literally, just stick in your yard, in your ground. They have a solar panel at the top. These are multi-purpose. I don't really know how long they last. I've had mine for about 3 months in my yard to kind of just testing them. But if you're playing a card game in the house and you don't have any light at night, bring these into the house, and they can be used as a light for your card game or while you're eating dinner or whatever. So they have multi-purpose besides just lighting up your yard or the pathway that you're going to let your dogs out or whatever that might be lit up, because it will be dark. It will be dark if there's a power outage in your area at nighttime. it just will be. You want have those distant street lights that you're so used to, and you're like, oh well, it's been dark here before. I live in the country. There's light somewhere. Hopefully it's just the moon, but the moon can be pretty bright, so that's an option. Anyway, so these solar stakes, Dollar Tree, $1.25 each. Just go ahead and grab something. There are some out there, they're more expensive, that you can actually charge them. So that could be something that you could do as well. You want to try to limit as much as possible the things that you're charging, because you know you're gonna have to save your either generator or whatever kind of electricity that you're putting into your house to a minimum. We're gonna talk about this little guy right here. This is a Kazan solar camping light. It's kind of neat. It does have a solar charger as well. It has an on-off switch here. It also has a little flap with a USB charger there. So you can charge this if you needed to, but you can make it a light that's just like a flashlight, or you can pull it apart and have it be a little lantern like that. So you can have this be just a little light that you're using for games or whatever, or to put wherever. I was going to say in the bathroom, and we're going to have to do a bathroom video actually on how to use your toilet when you don't have any water or sewage. So anyway, I like this little guy just as a backup to have. I don't remember how much these were. Oops, now it's gonna, if you hit it twice, it does the little emergency flashing thing. You know, and I'm gonna probably say this in the next few videos as well, you want to make sure each person has a whistle. I know that sounds crazy, but if somebody gets separated, or there's somewhere that you're going and you're lost on the way back, you need a whistle. They need a whistle to hear you, and you go to them. So if you need to get reconnected, you don't have a cell phone, you don't have maps on your cell phone, you need to find out where you're at and then be able to get back to them. So everybody needs a whistle and some sort of emergency lighting where it's going to flash and you can actually have somebody see you and know that that's where you want to go. This is just a nice little flashlight. I think I got them a set of 4. Now mind you, I don't buy all these things all at once. I buy these things a little at a time. I just think about, okay, what do I want? What do I want in my kit? What do I feel like I'm missing? To look up lists that other people have online and just kind of get the idea of what I need to have in individual go bags, or just individual bags that people can keep in their different room, and that's their stuff. Now you might want to take like a white paint pen and just write whose they are on this, so that it would say Karen on here, you know, my son or daughter's name or my grandkid's name, so each person has their own light. And they're responsible for that. You need to teach these kids responsibility early on, so when they need something or have to be responsible for something that's their only source, they know how to use it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. It does not have the flashing light. It just has the single light. Takes 3 AAA batteries. These are rechargeable batteries that I have in here as well. But it does telescope, so it either has close-up or you can make it on distance. I do like this feature on these flashlights. This is a, what brand? Jarred light. I'll put it in there as well, but it has a zoom in and out, and it's a pretty sturdy flashlight. So I think you'll really like these. There is one thing I want to add to the lights and emergency lights and chargers. This is a headlamp. You wear it on your head, strap it on. I got this on Amazon as well. I'll also put it in the link. They do have them at Sam's Club right now for 20 bucks for 2. I think I paid 24 for 2 of these. So good that Sam's Club is jumping on board with some good safety gear. This has 3 lights and they're pretty bright. They are really bright. And then you can do it down to, let me do it again. 3 lights, 2 lights, or just 1 light. So depending on what you're doing, you really don't want to waste any lights if you don't have to, because you know they're going to be precious to you when you really need them. But this headlamp is great, and you want to add this to your list of flashlights, battery chargers, radios as well. Just another option for battery charging. This is a plug-in one into the wall. You can recharge your batteries. It also has a USB port as well. So there's lots of different options on batteries. I'll just put the ones I have in the suggestion box and the description box in the bottom. But please feel free to get whatever you want, and know that we're all about just making things safe for you, making good communication, and also, you know, keeping yourself safe. I mean, and lights will help you stay safe in the, you know, darkness. The last thing we're going to talk about is this NOAA hand crank radio. This bad boy is pretty impressive. I mean, I've been playing with it for probably a couple months now, maybe a year, I don't know. Time flies. This is a NOAA weather radio. It is hand crank. It has AM, FM, and a NOAA station on it. So you can hear the weather if you need to. You can crank it. It also has an option for USB. Like I charged this plugged into the wall with AC before, and just to try to see how long it lasts and that. But I do have the rechargeable batteries in here. It does also have a solar panel at the top, so you can put it out in the sun if you have a really great day. I stick all of these on a table, and I take them out on the patio so they get some sunshine. This has an antenna that you can use if you need it. Probably will if you don't have a signal or cell towers. The battery pack is here. The hand crank is here as well. So you're gonna just go ahead and crank it. That's gonna be how you energize it. This is a light, a flashlight, and it has 3 buttons on the back, and we'll go over each of these. But on the front we have the on-off switch, and this also I don't know how I picked that station, but that is for your radio, and that's obviously on AM. You have a dial right here to put it on AM, FM, or the NOAA weather station. So that's there. This is the volume, and this is the tuning, so you can change the station, but that one was kind of good. Surprisingly, this has a really good volume. You also have an earbud or earphone. I don't even know what they're called anymore, right? We're so used to calling them earbuds. Extension. So if you have it on the radio, you don't want anybody else to hear, you don't want to wake them, or you're just worried about noise and you don't want anybody to know where you're at, then you have the ear component to this. One of the things that you want to make sure that you pay attention to is this little battery light. Sorry, I live on a busy road, and it's time to pick up the kids at school, and it's kind of crazy out there right now. This little battery indicator will tell you when it's low. So that's a great little feature that they have on here, just to let you know that the battery's low. So on top of this AM FM NOAA channel switch, you also have the band switch. So if you have it on NOAA, you can change the band to see if you can find the weather station that you can pick up locally. And you know, you're not going to get something in Washington State if you live in Florida or New York City. So you keep playing with that till you get your local station. So with this hand crank, you want to rotate 2 laps per second. 2 laps per second. I know I was making some racket there. It also doesn't matter which direction you turn it in. It will produce 300 to 350 milliamps. So you want to know where that's at. It has a little slot where you can tuck it in. I don't feel like this is the best feature or the most sturdy feature on this thing, but it does slide into that little slot. It also has a little compass right here, and it's accurate. I have a bigger compass and I tested it, and it's fine. It works great, and it's literally accurate. So this tool right here in itself, for communication, for emergency purposes, it has an obnoxious horn that you will probably never use. Pretty obnoxious, right? And it has a flashlight. So you have two like high and low on the flashlight, And then it has different connections right here as well. Again, the earphones, the USB port, and then the charger itself if you need to charge it. This, I don't actually remember how much it costs. I bought it a year or two ago. I'm sure they probably still sell this on Amazon. I got it for myself for Christmas a couple years ago. But I really, haven't had the chance to use it, but I do change the batteries out or take them out completely. Oh, and by the way, I want to just tell you this doesn't have batteries in it, but if you have items with batteries in it and you're not using them for a long period of time, take them out, leave them separate. I put them in a Ziploc bag and I label them. I don't like to leave batteries in anything because they're going to corrode. You know how you always pull that Christmas item out and you look at it and you're like, why isn't it working? And then you pull the batteries out and they're all corroded, and it kind of does ruin the item. Even I've taken sandpaper and just tried to relive the connections, but it doesn't always work. All of these I bought on Amazon except these I bought at the Dollar Tree. This has a nice little carry strap with it too, so it's convenient. I really think that this is something you should look into. I don't think it's ever overkill. I really don't think you can have too many items. I know some people think I'm crazy, but I love to be prepared. I'm just a regular all-out planner. I do want to just suggest that you look into something like this as a priority. These battery packs and everything as well, but this is something you need to have on hand just in case, okay? You don't want to be stranded where you don't have, oh, you know what, I forgot a feature. It's this little tiny light here that can be used for reading. So you can hang it and just allow that little light. You know how in your car console, if you have somewhat of a newer car, it has the little light that is right there. It's just like a very low light, but it would work. Remember that the regular light takes a lot of juice, so this would be an eater up of your battery. So you want to use the other things or your flashlights instead of this. But if you got a few of these for your family, and then when you left the unit, then you would be able to have this for communication or to signal them, or to listen to the weather, or wherever you're at, just have that information with you. And again, it's solar powered. I don't think you can over prepare. I think you can definitely under prepare. And we're going to do a whole video on that, because I really think people don't understand, like, you can't over prepare. Like, so if you rotate food, so what? You're eating food that you bought already. Just get extra and then you have it. So this is a great little tool. These are all great little items that you can just add to your list. Something similar to these things. This power bank, I love these power banks, and this power owl, just because it takes any size battery that you can recharge. These might be a little flimsy, but you can plug this in, which I have had it plugged in for a while now. Then you can charge the batteries that way, since it doesn't have a solar panel. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to White Willow 142 on YouTube. Follow me on White Willow on Facebook. And as always, thank you for watching White Willow.